Hey, what's happening, guys, and welcome to this very special Facebook Live edition of the Main Event Talk right here on Facebook as it happens. And as always, the Main Event is going to put together this Facebook Live as it happens, and it also is going to show up on YouTube immediately after this particular episode of the Main Event Talk as it's happening live on Facebook. Now, let's get to what we need to talk about. WWE Fastlane of WWE Fastlane. WWE Roadblock is tonight. Everything is being all set. The complexion of WrestleMania could completely change tonight if it happens on the WWE network. I know that there's a lot of let's see. Ah, hey, what's going on there, Raul? How's it rolling, my man? Big Kiss fan, Raul, as his brother and everything else like that. But anyways, the complexion of WWE Roadblock is tonight. It's going to happen. Things could possibly change. You know all the matches that are going to take place. But just in case you don't know, WWE Championship will be on the line as Triple H defends the championship against Dean Ambrose. Will Dean Ambrose change the complexity of WrestleMania, or will Triple H continue his reign of terror and move on to WrestleMania to take on Roman Reigns? That's what's going to happen. And also, of course, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, alongside with his advocate Paul Heyman, will take on Bray Wyatt. Well, just Bray Wyatt all alone, but I wouldn't be surprised if the members of the Wyatt family got involved in this as well. Now, if you guys had an opportunity to check out the last Main Event Talk that I did, I said that Dean Ambrose does need to win, and there's a lot of other people on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram that agree upon the same thing. Dean Ambrose does need to win. And as I said before, nobody gives a fuck about seeing, and I said fuck on this show because I can. It's not PG. It's whatever rating I want it to be. Now, let me get this out. Dean Ambrose should win because nobody wants to see Triple H versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania because, like I said, it's not that big. It's not that huge. It's not even worth talking about. Most people would rather see somebody else other than Roman Reigns and Triple H. Just like that. And I said before, if you're going to make WrestleMania big, make it huge. Try something that's never been done before. And I said it should be a six-man matchup or six-man elimination match at WrestleMania. And the six men that I choose to go after the WWE World Heavyweight Championship is this. Roman Reigns should be in it, alongside with Triple H, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar, and as I said, the People's Champion The Rock should be involved in it as well. Because the reason why I say that is because every WrestleMania I have ever seen has either involved many triple threat matches, one fatal four-way, and of course many other singles competitive matches that have happened at WrestleMania. But there's never been a six-man matchup of any kind for the WWE Championship, and I figure that's what needs to happen. That's what should take place, and a lot of other people would want to watch WrestleMania for that. Because of those particular superstars. Because of Triple H, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, and so forth, and everything else like that. That's what people want to see. But I'm not, let's not get ahead of ourselves about this, because I haven't even said that that's going to happen at WrestleMania, although it would be great if that happens. Let's talk about Roadblock. Let's talk about what's going to happen tonight in the WWE Network. And let me see if one of my good, brother. Hey, what's going on? I see Larry. I don't see Hector on here yet. I'm hoping for Homestar Runner to be on this particular episode of Main Event Talk because I need to ask you, Homestar. Okay, there's Amber. Hey, what's going on, Amber? How's everything rolling? Hector, Homestar Runner, the lead singer of Serpents and Saviors. Listen, I need you to listen, pay attention, and come to the main event on this. I need to know if you're going to have WWE Roadblock tonight. Because if you do, here's what the main event's going to do. I'm going to head to HEB, okay? I'm going to head to HEB, which is right over there. Go there, buy myself maybe a 12-pack or 6-pack, a case, 95 cases of fucking beer, and then head straight to your house. We'll call Adrian. Oh, wait a minute, Adrian's in Houston. Well, okay, we'll fly to Houston, pick up Adrian, and then take him all the way over there to your house and check out WWE Roadblock. Because we're going to see your man, Dean Ambrose, go one-on-one against Triple H tonight for the WWE Championship. And like I said, everybody wants to see Dean Ambrose become the champion. And I saw something very, very interesting on Facebook where there was several different complexities of how WrestleMania was saved. Let me talk about the first one, where They talked about Daniel Bryan saving WrestleMania when he won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which is true. And then, of course, last year's WrestleMania when it was Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar, and then Seth Rollins went ahead and came in, cashed in his Money in the Bank, and won the championship, and he pretty much saved WrestleMania as well. There was one more on the bottom, and it showed Dean Ambrose holding onto the championship in his possession, and could he be the one to save WrestleMania? To me, I don't see it any other way but him becoming champion. It would be cool if Roman Reigns were to win the title at WrestleMania, but I don't think a lot of people want to see that either, because to me, Roman Reigns winning at WrestleMania, it would be something. But Roman Reigns winning the title at WrestleMania will decrease WrestleMania, and nobody will really want to watch it. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, if Dean Ambrose wins it, that's fine. But we'll see what happens tonight. Could Dean Ambrose change everything around at WrestleMania at Roadblock? Or will the King of Kings win the title, hold on to it, knock Dean Ambrose off, and then give us the match that we all don't want to see? Roman Reigns against Triple H. We'll all have to see it. If you guys want to check out WWE Roadblock, all you got to do is subscribe to the WWE Network. For new subscribers, you get to see it and everything else for free, while all the other subscribers that are paying it for $9.99 will get the opportunity to check out Roadblock as it happens tonight. Let's also talk about Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar, a matchup that a lot of people feel needs to happen at WrestleMania. Now, we still don't know if Bray Wyatt, if Brock Lesnar is going to take on Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. Because even though that matchup was announced one day before Fastlane, or after Fastlane, nobody really talks about it anymore. I mean, 1 minute we're talking about Brock Lesnar against Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. Now all of a sudden, the following week, nobody talks about it anymore. And that's like, okay, then that's a good move. That's a good move on their part, because that's also another match that doesn't really need to happen either. Because, don't get me wrong, I mean, it sounds all good on paper, but come on, we're talking about Brock Lesnar. We're talking about the Beast Incarnate. We're talking about, what did JBL call him? The most dominating combat fighter in the history of WWE, which I agree upon that, because, hey, let's be honest, Brock Lesnar is tough, Brock Lesnar is big, Brock Lesnar will kick your fucking ass. That's the truth, and that's the way I like him. That's the way I like him. But now, you got this whole setup with Brock Lesnar against Bray Wyatt. And the funny thing about it is, you want to know what the funny thing about this whole thing with Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt is? I haven't heard one single promo out of either Bray Wyatt or Paul Heyman. Think of the whole thing, just the idea of Bray Wyatt against Brock Lesnar sounds good. But the idea of having Bray Wyatt talk and Paul Heyman talk, cutting a bunch of promos, cutting each other in the fucking throat, and saying a bunch of shit that you're like, oh my God, he didn't say that. And all this other stuff. I would have loved to have seen Bray Wyatt and Paul Heyman in the same ring, not fighting, but cutting promos and getting everyone to be like, God damn, he didn't say that. Holy shit, he didn't fucking say that. Because believe it or not, it sounds cool if Paul Heyman and Bray Wyatt were talking and putting everything together. Because let's be honest, Bray Wyatt against Brock Lesnar is not really a matchup. It seems good, but it's not really a matchup. And also, and I said this before, if you're going to put Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania against somebody, and like I said, I could either put him in the six-man match that I was talking about, or you put Brock Lesnar in a position to take on all three members of the Wyatt family. A beast against three huge monsters at WrestleMania. That's what I wanted to happen at WrestleMania, because it's huge, it's big, people want to, check it out and everything. We're talking about Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and the Black Sheep, Braun Strowman. That seems cool, that seems right. It's perfect for WrestleMania, and Brock Lesnar would have the fight of his life right there at WrestleMania. But that's not going to happen. So now it's Bray Wyatt against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, at WWE Roadblock. I'm thinking WrestleMania ahead of time and stuff like that there. So to me, will Brock Lesnar be able to overcome the Wyatt family, or will the Wyatt family make Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman follow the Buzzards? Against Braun Strowman. Nah, because Brock Lesnar against Braun Strowman at WrestleMania, no, because that's not really entertaining enough. And plus, like I said, we're talking about Brock Lesnar. If he could take two guys on, in a match, one guy isn't going to be able to defeat Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman cannot beat Brock Lesnar. I'm being straight up honest with you. Braun Strowman is big. Braun Strowman is chiseled and all that other stuff. But Brock Lesnar will still break his arm and make him look like a fucking bitch. That's the truth. You know it. I know it. That's how it goes. So I'm sticking with what I know. So now, let's see. What else can we talk about? I don't know what else is going to happen at WWE Roadblock, but I do know, from what I've been seeing on Facebook, I think there's like maybe 2 NXT matches that are going to happen in WWE Roadblock, which is good, because I'd like to see some NXT wrestling happening in WWE's Roadblock, and everybody will want to watch that and everything else like that, which is cool. And also, I believe, the 6-man tag team matchup. The WWE tag team titles to be decided as the League of Nations gets an opportunity to take on the New Day. And once again, that's another matchup that needs to take place at WrestleMania, but who knows? And is it just me? Or am I the only person that's now starting to see that the New Day could turn face? Am I the only one that sees it? Because here's the thing. We all can agree that the New Day, they're entertaining. They're fun to watch. They make us laugh. They may be heelish, but we're going to watch them no matter what. The League of Nations, on the other hand, you got 4 very talented individuals. Not Bray Wyatt. King Barrett, dig the guy. Sheamus needs to be a little darker. I don't know why. Rusev, glad he's in it. And then, of course, my all-time favorite, Alberto Del Rio. And here's the thing, and I've said this many, many times before, it's only a matter of time before we see Alberto Del Rio become the Intercontinental Champion. He's already been U.S. Champion. He's already been WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He needs to be the Intercontinental Champion in the near future. Now, speaking of the Intercontinental Champion, that would lead me to Kevin Owens. And there's a lot of people that are saying that Kevin Owens is supposed to defend the title at WrestleMania against Sami Zayn. And I think Kevin Owens tonight is supposed to be... I don't know if he's defending the title or not, but I do know that he's supposed to make an appearance over there at Roadblock. I may need some more information as the time comes. So once again, guys, WWE Roadblock is tonight. Get an opportunity to check out WWE Roadblock as it happens on the WWE Network. The road to WrestleMania is stopped dead on a roadblock right there because the complexity of WrestleMania could completely change. Will it change or will it continue on? I say it'll change. I say Dean Ambrose becomes champion and change everything about WrestleMania. And one thing that I just thought about already, and this is just me thinking. I said Triple H and Roman Reigns should not happen at WrestleMania. What happens if, say, Triple H has this matchup with Dean Ambrose, it all takes place, a fight here, a fight there, everything, and it looks like the King of Kings is this close to beating Dean Ambrose, putting him out of his misery, until here comes Roman Reigns coming down the aisle, costing Triple H the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and he gives the title over to Dean Ambrose, and then Dean Ambrose will be the champion for the very first time. That will be the first time that all 3 members of the former Shield have become champion. Think about it. Seth Rollins has been champion. Roman Reigns has been champion. And Dean Ambrose, he could be the guy to, be the 3rd member of the Shield. All 3 of them would be world champions. That's the fucking truth. That's the way it goes. And I think that's what everybody wants to see at WWE Roadblock. So, right now, there's a few things I got to take care of and everything else like that. And once again, I'm yelling this out to you, Homestar Runner. I'm talking about my best friend, Hector Juarez. Hector, if you're watching this, if you're paying attention to the main event as he's talking right here on this live episode of the Main Event Talk, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to get your ass up, get on the phone, call the main event, and tell me if you're going to have WWE Roadblock. Because if you are, like I said, the main event's going to go to HEB, get his hands on maybe 655 cases of beer, and send them all to your fucking house. We'll call Adrian, we'll call Mike Rod, we'll call the best drummer on the planet, John Luna, we'll call everyone we can, get them all to your fucking house and watch WWE Roadblock as it happens and see the complexity of WrestleMania change as it all happens tonight. and who... Oh, is it just me, or is everyone just starting to join in because they need to be entertained? Because anytime when I do something live, I entertain you. I don't bore you with everything that goes along and everything else. And if I really wanted to bore you, if I really wanted to bore the hell out of you guys, I would do this. That's how you bore the hell out of people. Nobody talks, nobody cares, and well, somebody actually made a comment right there about that. A bleaching detergent, goddamn. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off from here on out. I just got to get ready and everything else like that. And like I said, Hector, if you're watching, call me. Say something. Put it on the dial. Put it on my Facebook wall if you can. You know where it is. The Main Event's Facebook wall right there. Tell me if you're going to get Roadblock or not. And this episode, and check this out, earlier today, I had an opportunity to check this out. You see this, right? The Destruction of the Shield. I had a chance to watch it while I was over at the house earlier. You know, I was in there cleaning and I was trying to watch a particular DVD, and I love this DVD. You know, it has all three members of the Shield right there and everything. It looks tremendous, and I know there's some people that are watching this right now thinking, hey, you know, are you selling that by any chance? No, I don't sell any of my WWE stuff at all. Unless I have a third or fourth, I only have one. The Destruction of the Shield. You can get this at WWEshop.com. You can get it at HEB. You can get it at Best Buy. You can get it wherever you want. Hopefully, if it's still around, wherever it is. I was lucky enough to get this copy only because I went to HEB about 1 year ago, as a matter of fact. Went there, saw this. It was the only copy. I had to get it before some other idiot decides to go ahead and get his hands on the Destruction of the Shield DVD. So, once again, guys, that's going to do it. I'm done here. Like I said, go to WWE Network right now, subscribe, and get a chance to check out WWE Roadblock as it happens tonight and everything. And like I said, the complexity of WrestleMania could change. Could Dean Ambrose become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion and change WrestleMania? Or will Triple H still be champion, move on, and bore us half to death with watching him and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? We'll all find out as it happens tonight. So once again, thank you for watching this particular episode of the Main Event Talk. And as I said before, this episode is live, but it's also going to be shown on YouTube as well for everyone to watch. So if you missed this episode here on Facebook, you can subscribe to the Main Event Talk on YouTube as it happens. Go to Main Event Videos, subscribe to it, and check out all of my videos, including this one that you're seeing right now. So once again, thank you for watching, and hopefully the complexion of WWE WrestleMania will change at WWE Roadblock. Why? Because I can and I want to. Any questions? Enough said. The road to WrestleMania is now at a complete roadblock.